During MSP Love Week, we will be fundraising at every tournament May 8th to 10th to support and join Tanen's Army. On February 25th, Tage and Greg Gillahan were on their way to Bible study when a strange number appeared on Tage's cell phone.
It was a firefighter from Chillicothe's fire department, and he started off saying our son had been in an accident. Every word out of his mouth then was life flight to Kansas City. We're not sure how his condition is. He's unconscious right now. He's broken his neck. I don't remember all the details of the conversation other than worrying whether or not our son was going to be able to live.
The Bible study turned into a unified group of prayer for Tanen.
For God to have his will done with Tanen, and just, of course,
for his life to be saved.
For his life to be saved and for him to be okay.
The firefighter got Tanen stable enough to survive the ambulance ride to St. Luke's Hospital.
And one of the first things the doctor said was, I want you to understand your son's a quadriplegic, and that's what he is right now, and that's not going to change anytime soon. We spent the first 2 weeks basically living in the hospital, at which point we watched Tanen code
probably about 8 times.
8-9 times.
When he was injured, he had broken both of his vertebrae in his neck and bruised his lung. An injury to the spinal cord, it affects the heart, especially kids his age, and so he kept, that's why he kept coding, so we had to put a permanent pacemaker in.
That's when we started doing the texts of sending stuff out, and soon we had this small army of people from as far away as New Jersey and California, and then just hundreds of people here in the Midwest praying for Tanen.
4 weeks after the accident, Tanen moved to a rehab center, and he continued to beat all the odds.
At that point, he was speaking, and they were amazed that he was doing that. The physical miracles just go on and on. The fact that he is alive, the fact that he can breathe without a vent. The true miracle is his attitude, though, and his change in faith and his change in belief towards God. He was this rebel of a kid. He lived for the moment and didn't give much consideration beyond that day. The thing he said to me the other day that was so different, one was that it's a shame that I have to go through what I'm going through to realize how messed up I was, but I trust that God's going to get me through it. The walk he's been down, a few of us can relate to, and for him to take it and turn it into a ministry, I think that's really what he thinks his purpose is.
Greg's like, well, honey, we wish we could change places with you, because every parent would do that for their child. And Tanen's like, don't you ever wish that on me. He's like, I'm strong enough to handle this.
Michelle Roberts, MSP Love.